Hi. So this is going to be the first time I'm gonna be doing something in front of the camera, since most of the time I post stuff via artworks or simply writing it in text. So this is going to be my first time doing this in video. So forgive me if I screw up or something. So, as most of you have already known, I've been living with psoriasis for more than half my life. I've had it since I was 13, so if you just add up a few more years to half of that, then you'd get my age. So, living with it, it's never easy. It was never easy, but for the lack of better terms, I think the best way to describe it is it's like a roller coaster. There's times that it's so mild that it's almost not there, but at its worst, like now, you could probably see I'm pink. Yeah, it pretty much covers more than 70 or 80% of my body. Yeah, something like that. So I've gone through several doctors, several hospitals, several clinics. Some that I had to forgo going to school just to visit the doctor. Some I could just walk to the clinic. Something like a 5-minute walk from school, which only takes up about 30 minutes of time, so I could go back to school afterwards. Then there was a time that I had to go to East Avenue, which is a very long way from our school, every Wednesday to get treatment. I think it was the PUVB light therapy treatment. So every Wednesday from school, during lunchtime, I had to leave and go to East Avenue to get the treatment and then go back home. Yeah, so that pretty much takes up a lot of my time taking care of my skin. Then came the time that it also started to affect my joints, which really sucks because it hurt like heck. I remember being bedridden for several weeks at a time because of the pain. Yeah, I lost a lot of things after that. Namely my hands, which, yeah, you could probably see that. That's what my hands looks like. That's what my hands look like. Yeah, I can't open it. I can't open it any further than this. Yeah, that's what it did to my hands. Also, I can't turn my neck normally, as normal people would. Probably like this, and like this, and this, and this. It's the farthest it would go. It also affected my shoulders. There are times that it hurts that I can't even raise it, like this. But right now it's okay. So even if it's the cold season, it's quite cool. Because most of the time the cold season takes a number on me and leaves me in a lot of pain. It also took my ability to run because I can no longer sustain the strain of running because it has affected my knees as well. There are times that I have to walk with a cane, which is right over here. This is my cane. So, oh, fell. Anyways, according to research, there's a fair amount of psoriasis patients who ended up going through depression. Yeah, some even had suicidal tendencies and such. So that's kind of disheartening that a lot of people ended up holding them, hiding themselves in their homes, which I did for some time, which thanks to my good friends who visited me every now and then and sometimes stay over for days, I didn't really suffer much of that. Though I did end up holding myself up in my room once, at least back when I still had a room. Yeah. So during those times that I was not feeling too good or cheery, I spend a lot of time with this, this, and this. I don't think you could see that. I'll just post the finished artwork later. Anyways, so I have at least over, if I count every single one of them, over 400 pieces of artwork that I made since I started drawing with this hand. Yeah. So another activity that I used to do before psoriatic arthritis took my mobility is walking and biking, which I really miss doing. It's a good thing that I could still walk. So I'm thankful for that. I'm also thankful that I found new friends given my condition. Yeah, I'm losing track. I'm losing track of what I'm supposed to say. Okay, gotta drop my pencil now. Can't concentrate. So, aside from depression, some turn to eating or starving themselves and all sorts of stuff due to depression. After finding out that they have psoriasis, some even were shunned by their own families. Some had better luck. Like me, my family being a Christian family, I was never how do you say this? I was never treated any differently than the others, the normal brothers and sisters, my cousins. Actually, I'm quite well protected. That at one time, I really had to step in because my cousin would actually cause a brawl in a mall when she saw someone staring at me the wrong way. So I could never be thankful enough for my family for being there for me, here for me still, since I had my psoriasis. So that's another plus. So I'm really close to my family to the point that we don't actually treat each other as just cousins. I actually love them like my own sisters and brothers. So yeah. So I'm thankful that even with psoriasis, a lot of people appreciate my artwork. So thanks to you guys. You keep you keep you keep me inspired to not lose my interest in arts. So that's really I'm really thankful for that. So actually I have a lot of things that I'm thankful for the most part I'm still alive because psoriasis almost killed me once, landed me in a hospital for more than 2 months. I actually spent my birthday at the hospital. It was almost it was almost the Christmas season when I was finally allowed to leave the hospital. So yeah, that is the most boring 2 months of my life, pretty much, because I didn't have any television. The room was okay, but it's a little bit run down if you actually saw what it looked like, which I don't think I have any pictures. Yeah, that's one thing I missed having to do, since I like taking pictures, but I never had any pictures of me in that hospital. Anyways, I'm quite thankful that I became a part of Psoriasis Philippines, or SORFIL. Yeah, I met several interesting people and made a few friends. Um, I'd rather not drop names, but one of them really inspires me to keep um, keep learning on my other hobby. Could you call that? Oh yeah, you could call it a hobby, I guess. Which is photography. This is my baby. This is Rui. I call her. I think you could see that. I call her Rui. Yeah, she's my first DSLR. I had her last February, so in a few months she'd be 1 year old. Yeah. And this is how I hold her. I can't I can't hold the camera like a normal photographer should. So I had to be creative. Yeah, I don't think you could see that. Could you see that? Okay. She's an EOS 1100D or Rebel T3. Yeah, this is my baby. Yeah, on that note, this person inspired me to keep taking pictures because her dream was to be a model or a beauty queen, I think. Yeah, she's one of the many people that inspires me. She's one tough cookie. One tough cookie. Sorry. Um, most Where was I? Oh yeah. Currently, according to what I've seen on the news, bullying is a big issue now, I think. So, I have a few stories about that. Since having psoriasis made me a target for bullying, which kind of made those bullies look like idiots. Because never once were they able to do anything to me. Bullying did not affect me in any way at school or outside of my house, mainly due to how my mom raised me and how I view life. I guess that's I guess that's how I should put it, but you could have a different interpretation. I don't know. So, no matter how hard they tried to make me crack, retaliate, I never did. Once a friend of mine went to my mom, who is also a teacher at the school that I'm going to, and asked my mom why I'm not asking for help when I'm getting bullied, or why do I not retaliate. My mom simply smiled and told my friend that I know what to do. So let him take care of it. He knows what he's doing. So my advice, never let the bullies get to you. It's just pathetic when you do. Well, that would be bullying, so yeah, scratch that last part. Anyways, I've been pretty lucky last year actually that I was a part of a group. I became a part of a group called, wait, where's that? Called People's Empowerment for Arthritis and Lupus, also known as Pearl. That was an interesting experience because mainly for the fact that it was the first time my artworks were ever in a exhibit. I think I had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I think 8 artworks that was included in the art exhibit that was connected to that event. Also, this was also the first time I ever danced in front of a lot of people on stage with TV station cameras pointed at us. So yeah, that's one experience that I could never forget. I met a few people there, became friends with them. We keep in touch via Facebook. Not sure if we're going to have any reunions or get-together events this year, so I'm hoping there's one again sometime November, just like last year. Anyways, all I'm trying to say is, there's a lot of bad things that could happen to you, but the key to not losing it or getting depressed or all that bad stuff that follows having experienced a bad thing, or yeah, that's it, experience a bad thing in your life, is always look at the things that are good, that are still in your life, because that would be your anchor. That would keep you sane for the most part, because I've heard that there are patients like me who are not even this bad with their psoriasis. Their psoriasis isn't as bad as mine, who ended up killing themselves due to depression or something like that. So my key for keeping sane and staying away from depression is looking at the good things that I have, looking at what I could do despite this. So I'm really thankful that people trust my hands in making artworks for them. So yeah, just recently a friend of mine asked me to make illustrations for her and got paid for it. Actually, I've been selling sketches for a while now. Ever since February, I've had a few customers, though there's not much to be made sketching since I only charge a small amount for each artwork. So I wouldn't say it's a source of a living, but it's still cool that I get paid for my artworks. So I'm really thankful for the people who trusts me, who trusts my hands in making artworks for them. So I'm really thankful for that. I'm also thankful for the new people that I met, some from other countries who are now interested in visiting our country because of how I described our country, who are also psoriasis patients. So it's really nice that I inspire, not just that I learned, that I inspire more than just the people in our country, but also from other countries. Some from America. There was one from America, one from Germany, I think. She's from Germany. And I think the other one was from a country in the Middle East. I don't exactly remember which one, but yeah. So it's really nice that I inspire other people with how I live my life with psoriasis. So mainly I'm posting this mainly because I want to say thanks to everybody who trusts me, everybody who became my friends, all the new people I met from June. Yes, all the people that I met at the June ToyCon where I took photos. Well, at least tried to take photos. All the people I've met so far because of my psoriasis. I'm thankful for my instructors last February from Delica Camera Club, who taught me the basics of photography and gave me the first ever photo shoot of my life. So yeah, I'm really thankful for that. I'm thankful for my Psoriasis Philippines family for being there for other patients like myself, for trying to help make the lives of other patients more livable for them. I know I haven't been able to attend any of our EB sessions, which I'm really sad about because I missed out a lot, I think. Anyways, I'm really thankful for our group, and I hope to be able to attend one of our EBs one of these days. So, till next time I decide to post something like this, keep smiling and live long and prosper.